morning and welcome to yet another exciting edition of Smell the Coffee. In today's episode of Smell the Coffee, we are going to continue zoning in on the top 10 finalists of Miss Namibia 2024. And of course, Seattle Coffee is going to keep us warm while we do it. And it isn't Smell the Coffee if we don't plug you with the latest in entertainment and sporting news. I'm your host, Glenn Rashipra. So sit back, relax while I keep you entertained. I'm sitting here with the gorgeous Rusa Angula, and we are, going to smell the coffee. Get it? Compliments of Seattle Coffee. Good morning, how are you?
Good morning, I'm fine, thank you. How are you?
I'm great. I'm so excited to be here. This is one of my favorite coffee places. And to be sitting alongside a beauty who's not only beautiful, but she's brains with beauty. You got everything going on for you.
Thank you.
Now, I understand that you are a returning contestant. So
Yes.
first of all, congratulations on making it again to the top 10.
Thank you.
How has the experience been for you so far?
The experience has been, it's been tiring, but it's been so great. It's been so fun working with the other ladies as well. I've gotten to know so many powerful women, including the CEO of Miss Namibia as well. And I can truly see how much work and dedication everyone has been putting in this time around.
Now, what inspired you to come back, especially this time around this year? Whereas you could have come back next year or the year before. Why now?
I would say just basically my personal journey, because growing up in a mixed family, I always mention this, but it's something that I stand for. I was never black enough, never white enough, never good enough. So I just basically came back this year to prove to people that look like me, especially small children, that you are good enough. You are meant for better, you're meant for the greatness that you can be. And that's basically what Miss Namibia is for. You have to take a stand for something. I do believe that that's something I want to take a stand for.
Now, what has changed for you? I know you've said you've changed a lot this year. So what has changed in terms of tactics from the last time you were in Miss Namibia and now in this competition this time around?
I would say I've become more confident. That's definitely one thing that you have to have. You have to have confidence when you enter such a cutthroat competition. And I stopped doubting myself. That's also one thing that I worked on. And I've invested in a mentor as well, which has helped me a lot. So that's basically my tactics that have changed.
Now, what advice would you give for first-time contestants, seeing that you are a returning contestant?
My grandfather always said these words. It's never the end of the road, it's only a bend in the road. So when I went to Miss Namibia, it was in 2022, I believe, I was disappointed that I didn't make it, but however, I always stayed with those words. It's never the end of the road, it's just a bend in the road. If you fail, you always have to get up and try again.
I like that, and I think most people think that just because you didn't get as far as you wanted to, then that means it's the end of the road, and it doesn't have to be.
No, it's never the end of the road. It's just a bend in it.
What is your stance on the increasing number of illegal poaching, especially for protected wildlife animals, and what can Namibia do to combat it?
I would say it's a difficult situation, because we do invest a lot of money in trying to stop poaching. For example, when we were at the Poppa Falls Resort, we went on a game drive, and our game drive person, sorry, yeah. His name was Tate Festus. He talked about the poaching that's going on and how they're trying to combat it and how it actually helped. So I do believe if we do just put in a little bit more money, we could do there could be a major change in it as well. So that's my stance on it.
Yeah, and I think there's not a lot of awareness around it as well.
Even though we try to bring awareness to it, it's always a thing of they put up one advertisement or one thing in a newspaper, you have to be consistent and continuously go on about it, because you can't just say something for once or 1 month. You have to keep on pushing it so people can start remembering
serious campaigns around it.
Exactly.
Now, before I let you go, it's a question I must ask you and every other contestant.
Is it a trick question?
No, it's not a trick question.
Okay.
It's just that if you were to win Miss Namibia 2024, what is one cause or advocacies that you would stand for during your reign?
I would definitely say it's to eradicate homelessness or combat homelessness, because that is something that I'm very passionate about, and I've started a project called Shantytown, which is basically low-cost housing schemes. And it's so coincidental that when I started this project, I recently saw that Lesego Bank, they also have a project that they're trying to finance low-cost housing for people in middle to low-income households, which is a good thing. So with that, my Shantytown scheme is basically that has to do with low-cost housing, giving help to those vulnerable people. We'll have on-site amenities as well, like counseling, vocational training, and help finding jobs as well. So that's something that I'm very passionate about, and it's something that I'm advocating for.
And housing is a basic need.
It is.
And it's really sad that there's a lot of people without homes that are, like you said, facing homelessness or they're homeless. So it's really a worthy cause, I would say.
It is. Thank you so much.
All right. Thank you so much. On the other side of the break, we'll be back with more Smell the Coffee.
eTicket, your online ticket solution for events and event marketing, bringing you ease of mind and making sure that your event gets out there. For more information, contact events@nmh.com.na.
Now I'm joined by Hazel. Hazel is not only a good friend of mine, but she's also one of the people that I'm inspired by. Like, honestly speaking.
Okay.
And I'm so happy to have you here on
Thank
Smell
you.
the Coffee, smelling the coffee with me. Compliments of Seattle coffee. So Hazel, you and I, we know we go back. We go
Way back.
way back.
Way back.
And I feel like we've kind of been in each other's lives and we've noticed each other's growth. And just for me to wake up one day and see Hazel is part of the top 10 finalists of Miss Namibia 2024, and I'm like, wow, this girl, she's pushing boundaries. Congratulations on
you.
making it to the top 10. I think
you.
that is a big feat in and of itself. Like, whatever happens after this, you have accomplished so much just being part of the top 10.
Yes.
So how has the journey been for you so far?
Wow, it's been a roller coaster of emotions. So this was not my first time applying to be a part of Miss Namibia. I applied twice before, yes, and I never got the call. So the third time was the charm. So I'm just honestly, the journey has been, it's been eye-opening. I'm learning so much about myself, and I'm just honestly grateful to be here. Yeah.
I know that your journey is you dabble a little bit in acting. She's a brilliant actress. A brilliant actress.
Thank you.
She's also a doctor. Can I say you're a doctor now? Because I need to brag.
Yeah.
I need to brag to her. I know her. She's my friend, and she's a doctor now.
I am.
How are you balancing, that busy life and now being part of the top 10 finalists of Miss Namibia 2024? I can imagine how chaotic it must be.
So the thing is, I graduated last October, and with medicine in Namibia, we have 2 intakes for interns. The first intake was in March, so I didn't apply for that one because I was hopeful that I'll be doing Miss Namibia. So right now I'm not in the hospitals. I'm not skipping the hospital to be here. I'm, let's say, kind of taking a little breather and doing something different. Yeah.
Because I know a lot of other, medicine students that are doing their interns and it's chaotic.
It is. It's definitely not a thing that you can do one foot in, one foot out.
Exactly.
You have to be.
And I'm so happy that you kind of were so positive and said, I know I'm going to be part of the Miss Namibia.
You know what? It was delusion.
It was the Lulu. The Lulu guys.
Yeah.
How has the pageant been for you so far? Any memorable moments that you have?
Oh my goodness. The trip, so we traveled to the Zambezi and Kavango East. That was my first time in that region of the country. We also traveled a bit to Botswana because we visited an island that Namibia shares, I think, with Botswana, Zambia, and Zimbabwe, Impalila Island. So just the traveling and getting to experience and see that part of the country, that was definitely the highlight for me. And also, of course, regardless of whatever journey you're on, the company really matters. So I'm just so grateful that I was able to connect to women, that I can really, the vibes were good.
No, honestly speaking, all you girls that I've interviewed so far, I mean, you guys have this very beautiful sisterhood. Between you guys, and you formed beautiful bonds, I can tell. And it's really beautiful to see that, and to think that women are supposed to compete against each other, and and then you guys are in this competition, but it's really about sisterhood. On that note, getting into my next question, this competition is not. It is actually a springboard. It's not a finish line. What are some of the goals and objectives you want to have accomplished during your pageantry run?
So I have kind of 3 projects that I'm working under. The theme of what I'm advocating for is the art of health. And one of the main things one of my passion projects is I really am advocating for pro bono art projects for children. So
okay, continue.
When I was in high school, they had this program called Art Beat at the NTN. It was hosting it, right? And what this program would basically do is bring together different artistic children from different backgrounds, and then they would have this 4-week workshop and then a performance at the end. And that is one thing that I really, really want to be reinstated within the community. I am an artist at my heart, and I'm so passionate about art, and I just feel like within society we're not doing enough for the artistic child. We're not creating enough spaces for those artistic skills to be nourished, So that is just one of the
things that you want to and that's beautiful actually, and I feel like the artistic child, like you said, is one that is not nurtured or embraced by society. I remember coming, my journey, telling my parents I want to do this, and it was a whole thing around it. But here we are, and a lot can go a long way if we have the support.
Exactly.
If we have the support from society. Getting to my next question, we're kind of digressing a bit. The president recently pardoned over 2,000 prisoners within certain categories of pardoned, over 2,000 prisoners. There's a lot of, some people are saying, yay, that's good. It's within certain categories, not like he was pardoning murderers and forth. It's within certain categories. What would be your opinion of it? Is it, so it's people that were serving sentences or about to finish their sentences, and there's categories around it, and I don't want to miscode some stuff. But what would your opinion be of it? Some people on social media were, angry about it, and some were, maybe we do need to, clear some of the people that are in prisons to create, because there's also issues of overcrowdedness and so forth. So what's your opinion on it?
On the people being pardoned?
Yes.
I mean, if they serve their sentence, of course, I don't know the circumstances surrounding, their imprisonment, but if someone has served their
I mean,
sentence.
the certain portion of their sentence and so forth. And it's also, like I said, it's not the heavy stuff like murdering and so forth.
I think I would, like, the main thing is how we integrating them back into society, you know? Have they been like, because if you're in prison, how do they prepare the people to come back into society and kind of integrate and kind of restart their lives? I don't personally oppose to it.
But that's the bigger question to ask. How are we as a society, you know, reacclaiming those people into society?
Yes. And have they been prepared? So I'm not really answering your question, but I'm just asking a question. Like,
it's a good question to ask, and we need to have these discussions. And that's the point of what you do as well. You know, you have these insightful dialogues, and that can prompt us to do better. Hopefully.
Yeah.
Now, Hazel, you and I can talk forever because we know each other, and we've not seen each other in a long time.
Yeah. The last time I saw you was at the gym.
It was at the gym.
I never saw you again ever.
I was looking for you at the gym, so I
was also like, Glenn.
I was like, anyways, sorry for another day. Before I let you go, if you were to win Miss Namibia 2024, what would be some of the costs that you would advocate for during your reign?
So my entire advocacy is around children. The whole reason I got into medicine is because I thought I wanted to be a pediatrician. That changed, but like my passion and my heart still lies with the children. So besides advocating for art for children within our society, I'm also just advocating for the holistic well-being of children. Like, I'm thinking about children I'm working with 2 wards. The aim is to work with 2 wards, one of them being the oncology ward. They have a little hospital school there. So I'm working with that hospital school, and my aim is that I want to shed light on areas, you know, different areas of the well-being of children that people generally wouldn't think about. People don't really think about, like, the children need art. I'm thinking about that. People weren't really even aware that there's a little hospital school within the oncology ward. Like, a lot of these children are admitted for a very long time. We don't think about like whether these children are depressed or anxious, because sometimes it's even without their caretakers. So I'm just really advocating for the well-being of children, like holistically, not just like the big fishes that need to be fried, but what are the little plot holes that are hemorrhaging that we're not really looking at.
Yeah, and that's true. And those get, we lose that through the cracks. We don't pay attention to because it's not the main, but it does contribute to the bigger issues.
Exactly.
No, I said before I let you go, but I just realized I just have one more question because she said something very interesting. When you said this is not your first time applying, to be part of Miss Namibia. The first 2 times you were rejected, technically.
100%. Yes.
That's very inspiring. The fact that you decided, I'm going to do it again, and you applied again, and then this time you're in the top 10, first time in the top 10. That's like kudos to you. Like,
thank you.
What advice would you give to, young aspiring models, whether they want to be part of the Miss Namibia pageant or they just want to model in other platforms and so forth? What advice would you give to them?
Be okay with rejection. I think I've had a lot of practice because I've been auditioning since I was like 8 years old. So I've heard a lot of no's in my life, but that was acting. But I think when the first 2 rejections came, you're just like, for me personally, I feel like the first 2 times I applied, I wasn't ready. I thought I was ready, but I was literally like in the waiting room for a reason. There were so many things that I needed to work on myself to be in this position right now, to be doing this right now. And sometimes as humans, it's very normal to want instant gratification. We want that yes right now. But sometimes, the no is not, sometimes it's just not right now. It's no for now, it will happen. So I would advise you just like, be okay with the idea of rejection and know that sometimes, denial, delay is not denial, but sometimes it's just redirection.
Ooh,
yeah.
girl.
No, I read that somewhere.
Yeah,
that's not me. But
no, but this is her. This is her on a regular basis. Just, springing nuggets of wisdom just like that, effortlessly. And you know, as you were speaking, I was getting goosebumps because what you're saying is it was not a no, it was just a not right now moment, and that's a great way to look at it. Hazel, you inspire me. I think I've told you this before, and I'm so proud of you and so happy for you. And this Miss Namibia 2024, I'm definitely going to be crying because I have my heart rooting for so many of y'all. So, yeah, so all the best, man.
Thank you. And I admire and respect you so much. She's an amazing actress as well, by the way. Okay.
Thank you. Anyways, we'll be right back with more Smell the Coffee.
Voting now open. The Best of 061 Express Followers' Choice Awards. By voting, you stand a chance to win your share of 50,000 Namibian dollars in cash. From the 4th to the 23rd of June 2024. Do you know the best of the best in Windhoek? It's time to recognize them. Living in Windhoek, DIY home improvement. Glam it up, eating out, food, drinks, and be merry. Services, automotive, shopping, babies and kids, and travel and leisure. To vote, save the number 085 785 6231 and WhatsApp hashtag 061 Express or scan the QR code.
Hi, my name is Kupa. I work here at Unique Medi Spa, and I will be talking to you about the IV treatments that we offer. So the IV treatments we offer range from the IVs that are good for the skin, that are good for the immune system, to also just boost your energy levels. So right now we have a client that just did the Skin Bright IV. So the Skin Bright IV is the strongest IV we have, essentially. So it will be very good to brighten up any hyperpigmentation, to smooth out your skin tone, and it also has the added benefit of boosting your immune system because it has that vitamin C in it. So the brightening IV can be done, it depends what your main goal is. If it's just to even out your skin tone, it can be done once every 2 to 3 weeks. But there's a very big but. If you do want to use it to lighten the skin, of which it can do, you can take it once every week or once or twice every week. That will now be up to you because it is on the pricier side. So lightening the skin is possible, it's just very expensive, and you would have to combine it with some chemical peels just to take away, like in the knuckles, those areas are very stubborn, so you'd have to do some chemical peels to just lighten those areas as well. Then we have the lesser version of the Skin Bright IV, which is now your Skin Glow IV. That one is actually the most popular IV that we have to even out the skin tone, to help the chemical treatments that we do, like the chemical peels that we do. And we do recommend you combine it with our Glow Drink, which is a supplement that you drink at home. You take it twice a day, once in the morning, once in the evening, before you eat. It's always important to take it before you eat. Makes it easier to absorb into the body. That one is very, very strong and it's very good. It's actually our best-selling product as well. Then we have our Immune Booster IV, that is now our Mayor's Cocktail. That one's very good also to treat hangover symptoms, to treat any fatigue, any muscle tiredness, and just especially during the end of the year, that's when we see most clients doing that IV, because it really does help their bodies just to get through the year, just to finish off strong. So that's a very good IV. That one can be done once every 2 weeks, so not too often, because the ingredients cannot be in surplus in the body, because that will just cause problems. Then we also have our Get Glow IV, which is like the Skin Glow IV, just not as strong. That one can be done once every week or once every second week. That will also be dependent on you. Then we have our 2 IVs. We have one that's just glutathione only, then vitamin C only. Those ones also just for the skin, which is the main benefit of those 2 IVs. Those ones can be done once or twice a week, or you can do them once every second week. Then the last one we have is the vitamin B12 IV. That one is just to boost your energy levels. So that one's also good for end of year fatigue, even if it's not end of year, just fatigue in general. That one's very good. It can be done once a week or once every second week. That will be up to you. Okay, so this is our glow drink. This is the glow drink that's very good combined with the IV. On its own, it's very effective. With the IV, it just boosts the effect. So it can be taken twice a day, once in the morning, once in the evening, before you eat. So what makes this so strong, so good, and our best-selling product is the fact that it has vitamin C, vitamin E, glutathione, MSM, and collagen. So that's a powerful cocktail. So you definitely see results with this one. Okay, so this is our collagen drink. So we have two types of collagen. We have the liquid marine collagen, which is this one, and we have the hydrolyzed collagen peptide. So this liquid one comes from fish. So the reason why this one is very effective is because the fish collagen penetrates into the skin better than the bovine collagen. So the bovine collagen is the one that's the collagen powder, the collagen peptides. And this one's even better because it also has your hyaluronic acid and your vitamin C, which will hydrate the skin and also help with that hyperpigmentation. This is now our hydrolyzed collagen peptides, which come from bovine. Bovine is cow. So this is collagen from cows, and it's very good for the skin, for your hair, your nails, your joints, for everything in the body. It's just that, as I said, for the skin, we would recommend the liquid collagen over this one. But if it's for general use, this one is a very good product to opt for. And also the collagen concentration in this is very high. It's actually one of the highest concentrations you'll find on the market.
You know, I could talk to the Miss Namibia contestants all day, but all good things must come to an end. And with that, we've come to the end of the broadcast. Do remember that Smell the Coffee every Friday zooms in on the Miss Namibia Top 10 finalist of 2024. So make sure you tune in at 8 a.m. I'm your host, Glenna Rashipura. Until next time.